Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 13 of Crusader Kings 2 as Burgundy. We are still playing with our possessed ruler, which is making life a little bit difficult. Don't really have an awful lot of people that we can declare war on at the moment. There are a few independent nations around, but it's going to be quite difficult to actually grab anything for a while. Luckily, West Francia is falling apart, so that does make things a little bit easier for us here. As he's growing older, I can see that Imnachar, which is my son, could use some guidance in some of my experienced areas. It will require hard work and may not always be appreciated, but this is my chance to make a self-sacrifice for the sake of Imchar. So we can give him the trait ambitious. We can make him patient. Yeah, I think we want to try and make him ambitious if we can. Cool, now he's ambitious. Good. He doesn't like me. Hopefully he will be our next king, and he will be liked more than the current one that is slightly mental. So I guess we still have a truce with you. There's no point trying to fight the King of West Francia, because he's probably got... He doesn't have many troops. He's got one alliance with the Petty King of Mercia. Do we have any CBs on you? We've got some claims for individual... You can claim West Francia. Should we give it a go? This can be used by King Imachar the Fat to press... press a Carling's claim on the Kingdom of West Francia. Oh, because it's your claim, isn't it? Well, why would I want to do that? Right, we don't hold a higher title than him, so you wouldn't become a vassal. So we could always try and get our de jure claim on Foix. Interesting. Mind you, I don't have an awful lot of vassal levy at the moment. But we do seem to have a lot of troops. Military. Yeah, most of it's my own personal levy right now. But I don't think it's necessarily a good time to go to war. We've fulfilled the ambition to build a war chest. Glad that that's over. Let's try and groom an heir. So that shouldn't take too long to do. Special character actions possible. Introduce an heir to the realm. So this is the one that we want. Let's go and do it. You've invited your vassals to partake in a formal introduction of your heir, Prince Imnachar. He will have to exchange many pleasantries and act in a very formal way, something that might be tiresome for someone as young as him. However, you have full confidence that he will not disappoint you. Gain some prestige for that. He still dislikes me, but we'll work on what we can do. He introduces himself to a bishop, and he not only presents himself with grace, but also manages to impress Abrahil by skillfully complimenting him. So, okay, he's already starting to gain some favour with potential future vassals. While having a pleasant conversation, you are suddenly interrupted by the infernal ruckus. Upon further investigation, it seems as if Imchar has gotten into a fight with the child of one of the visiting vassals. Oh dear. You tear the two children apart, but it is obvious that Imchar and it's a Childerand, it would be, wouldn't it? Will not ever be friends after this encounter. That is fine, so he's got a rivalry already. And it's actually hurting our relationships again. This Chancellor's not as good as he could be, is he? What have we got here? Mayor Agilbert of Pontoise is a renowned fighter and tactician. Having introduced himself to Imnachar, Agilbert approaches you with an offer. Agilbert is willing to spend some time teaching Imnachar how to fight in exchange for a favour. You can gain one marshal. Sure, we'll go ahead and take that. Vassal levies should go... That penalty should go down. It is evidently clear to all of the visiting vassals that Prince Imnachar has been infatuated with Baron Hildegard's wife, Baroness Mabala. While harmless, Imnachar is following her around like a dog. She does not seem amused. Okay. This dysfunctional family. As Imnachar introduced himself to Mayor Agdius of... I'm not even going to read these places. He not only accidentally spills a beverage on his shoes, but also manages to insult all of their ancestors. Yeah, he's not the most diplomatic of people. Now, one thing I did just want to quickly check on, and I'm going to do this while the game is paused. A quick look at the council here. Who we've got for... yeah, you've got a stewardship of 22. We could use the woman that likes us, the witch, because you've also got a stewardship of 22. Or we could actually give it to you. You are a powerful vassal. I think we will actually give it to you. Now, you will like us, which is good. And you're going to go and improve diplomatic relations somewhere. But who are you going to improve diplomatic relations with? Because so far, everything we try seems to be screwing up. We really need to improve diplomatic relations with you, my half-brother. And again, you are still being tutored in whatever that place is down there. So, let's go ahead, get the council. We want to get you to improve diplomatic relations and put you in there. Hopefully you will do a slightly better job. Gain some monthly prestige and vassal opinion. Well, that's good. We need to unpause. Now we've actually got some money, we should consider going around and actually upgrading some of our places. Increase the fort level, increase the tax income, that's not a bad idea. More heavy infantry is always useful. Let's go ahead and get a barracks going. We could also attempt to do the one in Toulouse as well. Let's go ahead and get the castle town, because that increases tax income. And we still have a little bit of money. What can we do with the hospital over here? Did we even build one? We did, in fact, build a hospital. We've got a sick house. Let's go ahead and build a soup kitchen then. Costs quite a bit of money, but it'll be useful when the diseases start to roll in. Let's unpause and allow things to continue. We've got a child that lacks a focus. Let's go and give you etiquette. That is fine. Come to my attention that the Chancellor of Dauphiné has bribed and threatened his way through my domain to get enough people to recognise a claim on my title that he has fabricated for his liege. They better not use it. If somebody does try to go to war with me, it should probably end up worse for them. Oh, he's decided to go ahead and use the claim. Well, he hasn't declared war yet, but he's just used a claim. As we see, France is still having some... well, West France here is definitely still having some problems because it is getting split up all over the place. I guess we could try and claim... We could try and make a claim on something. We'll have to wait until we can move our Chancellor again before we can do that. Oh, we lose the trait patient. Well, that's not good. So we're actually losing some... We did lose some of our negative traits, but we're also losing some of our positive traits as well, which is not good. And we've got our spy master is just randomly trying to kill off people within the court, but that is fine. Another child lacks an education focus. You should probably... You've got quite high intrigue, so we should probably try and give you an intrigue education. And we just need to find more lands that we can take. We could probably try and take 4. You're not independent, so we would still have to fight. We would still have to fight Middle Francia, West Francia for that. You still have. Oh, we've groomed an heir. Fantastic. Yeah, you have very few troops. We need a new ambition, which is to see the realm prosper, because it's all we've got left. Our son has become a brilliant strategist. Fantastic. We have an unmarried heir, so let's find you a wife. We've got a genius, a 17-year-old genius. She's got decent stewardship and diplomacy as well. Let's give that a try. See if she says yes. We might have to throw a bribe out or something. Yep, fantastic. So we can either get some gold or get some prestige. We're very high on prestige. Let's just take the gold. Fantastic. You are actually available to be moved. Let's go and try and fabricate a claim on Paris. Because we do own adjacent territory to it, so we could try and grab that entire... Yeah, we'll try not to get claims and give stuff away this time. I think the reason why that didn't go straight to me is because it was partly my wife's to begin with. And Luxembourg is getting sieged out all over the place at the moment. And she's not getting me involved in it either, which is the thing that I can't work out. The whole place is getting completely sieged. But I'm not involved in that at all. According to your marshal, the peasants of Cholet are having frequent troubles with highwaymen and wild beasts. He suggests constructing a series of outposts along the road. the peasantry would feel much safer, and it might even lead to more peasants moving to the country. So we'd lose some gold and gain some prestige, reduces revolt risk, and increases the prosperity. Well, that's got to be worth it for 13 gold, surely. I'm just going to go ahead and grab this army over here that I am leading. It's only a small army. We'll just go and put somebody else on the side there, that other witch. But let's just go ahead and march over here, because I'm quite interested to see whether or not we could help out with this, if it's still going on. Doesn't look like it is. It's still owned by my wife, so that is fine. We are getting attrition. We do need to get out of there. There's a chance of you becoming gregarious, or you lose the trait indolent and gain the trait gluttonous. Well, we'll try gregarious. Let's bring you back out of there then. So we need a claim. We need something we can use. We need something we can fight against. It's great that parts of you know, West Francia are falling apart. We can attempt to claim them. But yeah, we do actually need some claims. Do we actually have any other claims? Where are we? I mean, we've got claims on pretty much everything, but you know, what can we do? We can declare a war on you for amends, I suppose. We've lost our chaplain. Should we go and do that? Is it worth doing that? We could try and get Foix. That's really what we want. We could try and get Normandy. But again, that's for somebody. Mind you, that would be for a duke. So we hold a higher title, so you would become our vassal as a duke. How big is the Duchy of Normandy? Is your duchies? Considerably. There's 5 provinces in there. Right next to Paris, and it's the one where we control a province there. So we should probably do that. Now let's just double check this and see what's going on with you. So you've got 1.1k troops. And you've got some pacts, but only one of those is an alliance. So we might be able to do that. Let's go ahead and make sure we get a new court chaplain. We will use you. You don't like us particularly much, but that's fine, because you are just off on Pope duty. So off you go. Okay, let's give this a go then. Let's go and declare a war for Normandy. And we will send. We are at war. We can call in our allies. Do you know what? Let's call him in anyway. Let's make sure we raise the levies. We're not... Actually, we won't bother with the vassal levies. We'll just use our own levies for the time being. Obviously, using vassal levies is normally better, because vassal levies don't cost you any money, but it does give you that negative modifier with your vassals. He's agreed to come to war, so we'll get our army together. There's going to be quite a lot marching around. Those guys are part of a revolt, so they're not really an issue. But we're going to have a good stack of over 4,000 men here, so let's group them together. That seems like a relatively good stack. We've got another 500 over here that we need to pick up, of course. But we'll wait until everybody's together. No, we're not going after this guy. It just seems a little bit weird. So that is the duchy capital. So let's move in over there and we'll group everybody up. Did we actually capture the king? We did capture the king. The war appears to have ended. Oh. Well, that certainly did something, didn't it? The CB is now no longer valid. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. Okay, let's get everybody back home then. So everything is now kind of split up all over the place. We gain the trait Wrath. That's actually not too bad. We lose some intrigue and diplomacy, but we gain some more martial. What is our martial score now? 33. That is ridiculous. No wonder we have such a high levy. So we should be going to war pretty much as often as we can here. So who now owns Paris? The King of East Francia. And we can't declare a war on you because you're imprisoned by an usurper. So what about if we want to try and take Normandy? We can't declare a war on you. Because You're not independent. So what about you? Your liege is the King of France. You have very few troops, actually. You do have an alliance with Lombardy. We can't declare war on you. That's because we've got levies raised. Okay, that's fine. We can get rid of that. So you guys, we will group you up and disband. Where are you now? Nope, wrong one. It's this one we want, isn't it? So can we declare a war? We still can't declare a war on you. Why not? Declaring a war on someone defending against heathens will cost us piety. And we can't afford to lose the piety. Fine. Who can we declare war on? Got to be somebody here. We've still got a truce with you. What's going on up here? Luxembourg still belongs to us. At least most of France is falling apart, which is definitely, to a certain degree, going to make it easier to take some more stuff. Unfortunately, we'll just have to wait until some of these problems sort themselves out. You lack a focus. Let's go ahead and give you duty, actually. Might get you married off to somebody else. Do we actually have any children that we could marry off? We don't. Can we change the succession law yet? Inheritance law. I mean, we're not going to be able to because... where are we? We want elected monarchy. Yeah, no vassal count or above has a negative opinion of you. Well, that's not a problem that's going to go away anytime soon because pretty much everybody hates us. Some of them are coming up, actually. It's not all as bad as it used to be. You dislike me because you're a title claimant and I revoke vassal titles. Dynasty member is a kingslayer. Now, you're my niece. Now, who is your heir? Is my kinsman. We can't even really get you killed off. Could potentially let you out. You do hate me. Mostly because you're imprisoned. Nah, I think we'll just leave you in there. So there's still a few title losses, but they're only counties really, so that's not too bad. Lose the trait gluttonous. Ah, nice. Good. Things actually going our way a little bit. Let's go ahead here and build the castle town. Increase our tax income. Because more money means we can build more buildings, which means we can make more money to build more buildings, and so on and so forth. Somebody else trying to use a fabricated claim against me. Where is our Chancellor at the moment? You are still trying to fabricate claims in Paris. Could you please go and continue to try and improve diplomatic relations down there then? There's plenty of people we could potentially attack. We just need to make sure we don't have truces and stuff. Yeah, you're defending against heathens, so we can't do that. We have a new heir. Oh. At 18, Imnachar died clutching his gut. Interesting. He had a fever, and he was depressed, and he had a headache, and he had abdominal pain. Maybe he was poisoned. It's quite possible. Either way, we have a new heir, though. Pick an ambition. So, we want to groom an heir again, then. The steward has some interesting ideas on how to improve the economy. We could lose some gold to... Oh, yeah, lose 13 ducats for 100% technology spread rate. Yep, sure, we'll do that. There's always a lot of rather unnatural deaths going on in this family. Our dog has died. Build him a pyramid. Reduces local revolt risk anyway. I don't really want to spend that much money, so we'll just bury him quietly in the castle garden. I think that is all we need to do there. Levy reinforcement rate has improved. Fantastic. We just need some of these revolts to sort themselves out, so we've actually got somebody that we could potentially declare war on. Oh, now we get to go and... did he not already have... no, he's gregarious. But we could go and give him ambitious as well. So he's ambitious. He's arbitrary, which is odd. But that does help slightly. Mission to Rome has proved successful. Who is your liege still? It's still this guy who's still in prison. So we can't declare war on him. Because they're still fighting against heathens. Why is everybody fighting against heathens? What is going on? Somebody else trying to fabricate claims against me. Child lacks an education focus. Let's go ahead and give you... go away. What have you got? You're a strong genius. We'll go ahead and give you that. So you are my son. You're the next in line to the throne, which is why there's no title loss and succession. Because we've only got one son at the moment. So if we died, everything would go to him, which would be ideal. +2 intrigue. Wow, what is our intrigue now? 26. It's still not bad. Doesn't last permanently, though. It's only for a year. But yeah, when we die, we won't have nearly as big a levy when we die, so it might be nice to try and grab some stuff while we can. And you've actually managed to increase relations with that guy, only slightly. He still doesn't like me a huge amount, but you have certainly increased that, which is fantastic. So, as you've done that... what have we got here? Walking alone on the battlements late one night, you suddenly see a shining white shape appearing in the sky above you. Seems to be moving towards you, or maybe away. There's a strange sound in the air too, like a whispering, what's going on? The Virgin has appeared to me, I have been blessed. We can gain some piety and gain the trait Zealous, which will give me some more martial. Or we could become cynical. Now, that'll give me some intrigue, and I'll lose piety. I don't really want that. Let's go ahead and become zealous. That'll help us out with people liking us slightly as well. So who have we got now? We've got you, but you are locked up, so there's nothing we can do about that. Then we've got our cousin here. Our cousin is currently being tutored in Chalons, which I have no idea where that is. So let's go and have a look. Is that this one here? It is indeed. So let's go ahead and send our Chancellor to improve relations there. And that is all we can do for this video. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Crusader Kings 2. I'll see you guys next time, and until then, goodbye for now.